So this is something the Jews will never admit to. Tell me what? When the Muslims conquered Jerusalem in 638, the Jews were not there. They were already expelled by the Romans. The Jews even went with the Persians against the Romans, and they were still defeated. 17,000 to 20,000 Jews were massacred and expelled from Jerusalem. So they lost the war. So now in 638, when the Muslims conquered Jerusalem, I think the Roman Catholic priest, his name was Sephorius, asked the Caliph Omar, why don't you come and pray in the church? He said, no, I don't want to pray in your church. He said, why? Because if I pray in your church, then the Muslims are going to think this is the holiest place for Muslims to pray in, and I don't want to take your church. So then the Khalifa said, where is the Solomon temple? I don't see it. Oh, well, we destroyed it when we expelled the Jews from Jerusalem. He said, can you show me? He said, well, we used it for disposables or whatnot. This is what he said. So what did Omar do? Khalifa Omar. He went and started cleaning the Temple of Solomon because it's sacred for Muslims, Christians, and Jews. So who allowed the Jews to re-enter Jerusalem after they were expelled by the Romans, the Muslims? Because they said the land of Jerusalem is holy to the Jews, the Christians, and the Muslims. So what did Khalifa Omar do? He went outside and said to Sephorius, he said, we want to build the holiest site, is for Muslims to pray, a mosque. He said, okay, there's empty land over here. So they built the mosque on an empty land, which today, the Zionists claim that the temple is under the Aqsa, and it's not. This is something that the Jews will never admit, that the reason for them coming back to Jerusalem was the Muslims, because they said this land is not for this land is for God. So what did they do, the Zionists? They said God said this is our promised land. God did not promise them a land. Even the real Jews say we have no land. And they want it for them. And the Muslims let them re-enter Jerusalem, the real Jews. Now when the Jews fled from Germany to Palestine, what happened? The Arabs, which are the Muslims and the Christians, took them in because they felt bad of what happened to them during the Holocaust. And what did they do? They massacred them. They took away their homes. They killed their women and children. This is who Israel, the Zionists, are. They don't have a land. The real Jews say they don't have a land. God said it's my land, not yours.